mountain is my friend, and this joy I have found all around me. I can see that God must be here on the mountain.
On the mountain I have lived and watched the years go by here. When it's time for me to go, I hope that I will lie here.
Everything's ready, Grandfather.
Thank you, Heidi. Yes. Thank you for this food and other kindnesses. Help us to be grateful for life's blessings and to accept our disappointments without complaint or bitterness. Amen.
Amen. There's nothing in all the world as good as our milk, Grandfather.
Yes. Started when he was no bigger than you are. And he was good. But he hadn't time for small things. He was a master carpenter, your papa. No better in all of Switzerland. And he lived.
Grandfather, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel sad, remembering.
You didn't. It's all right. You'd better be off to bed now.
Good night, Grandfather.
Good night, love.
Lucerne?
No, I'm calling from Durfee. I'm calling because I have to ask you to take Heidi back.
What? Take Heidi back?
Tobias, it would be most inconvenient to have Heidi back here now.
Well, Ellen, you insisted that the child belonged with you, so Martha and I agreed. Now, isn't that what you wanted?
There's very little choice. I'm losing my eyesight. Soon I won't be able to take care of her. You're the only other family the child has.
Well, I suppose we have to do our duty.
She should start school there with you. I'll send her on the afternoon bus a week from tomorrow.
We better start down.
I know that. So does your smart little goat.
Schneely, come down here.
She can run faster than any girl. I'll have to fetch her. Almost as close as we are to you.
We were so scared we ran all the way down the mountain.
Well, I wasn't scared, but I had to run after you to protect you. If I was by myself, I would have followed him right to wherever he lives.
Heidi did right. If you ever see him again, don't go after him.
Did you have a nice day in Durfee?
I did what had to be done.
I'm going there tomorrow to drive from a goat my father bought. Can Heidi come with me?
I don't see why not.
Thank you, Grandfather.
Thank you for this food and all other kindnesses. Help us to be grateful for life's blessings and to accept our disappointments without complaint or bitterness. Amen.
Amen.
In Durfee today, I spoke by phone to the Lucerne cousins. They agreed that you can go back and live with them.
Grandfather? Why?
Well, I have a chance for a good job in Corps, so I'm leaving the Arm and...
You always said you'd never leave the mountain.
Well, at my age, I can't pass up a chance like this.
Can't I go with you?
I'll be living in the boss's house. There's no room for a child.
Grandfather, please.
It's settled.
When do I have to go?
In a week. Eat your soul. Heidi.
Good night, Grandfather. I know you're very busy, so this won't take very long. I thank you for the blessings of this day. I know you're always right, and yet it seems so very wrong for Grandfather to send me far away. Now, if there is a reason, then I would like to know. Perhaps it was a simple oversight. If you could reconsider and I don't have to go, I'll say an extra prayer to you each night. Please let me stay. Let me stay here forever. Don't send me away. This is where I long to be. Oh, please let me stay on the mountain forever. Oh, hear me, I pray, and grant this prayer for me.
I know you're very busy, so this won't take very long. I thank you for the blessings of this day. I know you're always right, and yet it seems so very wrong for me to send my precious child away. I know my eyes are failing, and though it seems unkind, if that be your will, I'll give my sight. And yet I can't help feeling that you've a plan in mind to help me find a way to see the light. Please, let her stay. Let her stay here forever. Oh, please, let me say that by my side she'll always be.
Please let me
Please
stay
on the mountain forever.
Oh,
Hear
hear
me,
me,
I
I
pray,
pray, and
and grant this prayer for me.
Come on, girls. Only teenagers will have a nice dinner when we get back to school. Come along, Elizabeth.
I don't want any tea.
Very well.
Come on, you silly goat. Get moving. Keep 'em going.
Wyler Hotels Limited.
I'd like to speak to Mr. Daniel Wyler, please.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wyler's busy now.
We stopped for tea in this little village.
Oh, it's about Elizabeth.
Yes. I'm afraid she's done it again.
She's done it again.
She's done it again. Wyler?
We stopped for tea in this little village, Derfley. Elizabeth stayed on the bus, and when we came out, she was gone.
Well, have you tried looking for her, sister?
Mr. Wyler, I have the responsibility for 13 other girls. Knowing Elizabeth's pattern, I'm sure that she'll come back to this inn, the Alpenrose.
Yes, but sister...
I'll leave some money at the desk, and they'll feed her and give her a room for the night. And perhaps you can pick her up tomorrow?
Yes, thank you.
Everything's ready, Grandfather.
Thank you for this food and all other kindnesses. Help us to be grateful for life's blessings. Now, what set off those goats and chickens? Must be Weasel. Heidi, are you all right?
I think so, Grandfather.
Yeah, where did you come from? Let's go inside so we can have a look at you.
In Derfley today, Peter and I saw girls wearing that uniform getting off a bus in front of the Alpenrose.
Why did you come up here, young lady?
I was bored. It was something to do. Heidi. I like that name. What's yours? Elizabeth.
So, now you're here. What are we going to do with you?
I'll go back to town. Sooner or later, my father will come after me. He always does.
You can't go back down the mountain alone in the dark. I shall have to take you in the morning.
Where do I stay till morning?
Well, we'll work something out. Now, let's finish our supper. I get impatient with runaway girls when my stomach is empty.
Thank you. I can't believe this place. No electricity, no running water, no television. In Peter's house, they have electricity and a big radio. And I've seen television when I used to live in Luzerne. I like it this way. Where do you live? The school's in Zurich. What about your family? I don't have a family. Well, my father. His offices are in Zurich, too. But he travels all the time. He's very famous. What does your father do that makes him so famous? He owns Wyler hotels all over the world. The hotels where millions feel at home, wherever they are in the world. Why do you live with your grandfather? My mother and my father died. My mother died too. Do you remember her? Oh, yes. I feel closer to Mama than anybody. But your father? All he cares about is work.
Heidi, Elizabeth, I know you're both much too respectful to disobey me by staying awake. But you're talking in your sleep, keeping me awake.
She won't hurt you. She wants to be friendly. There's nothing to be afraid of. See how easy it is, you two, when you trust each other?
Come along now. It's time to take Elizabeth down to the village.
There he is.
Regarding the construction for the new London...
Hi, Papa.
Elizabeth. What are we going to do with you?
She actually looks better for the experience.
How do you do? I'm Daniel Wyler. This is my secretary, Miss Rausch.
Hello.
Willem Beck. And this is my granddaughter, Heidi.
Well, Mr. Beck, I'm very grateful, and I would like to show my appreciation.
No. Elizabeth was a guest.
Oh, thank you. Well, Elizabeth, it's a long drive back to Zurich. I think we better be going.
I'm not going with you. I'll stay here with Heidi.
Now, Elizabeth, you know that's not possible.
Elizabeth, you write to each other. That isn't the same.
Perhaps we can come back and visit Heidi one of these days.
Do you promise?
Yes. Come along. Thank you again, Mr. Beck. Heidi?
Bye, Heidi. I'll see you again sometime, sure. Bye. What is it?
This is nothing. Nothing.
You can't see.
It comes and goes. In just a minute, it'll be better.
Why did you lie to me?
That is no question for a child to ask her grandfather.
Between you and me, the truth, always. Isn't that what you said? You knew if you told me the truth, I wouldn't leave you.
You have to go. You need grown-ups to take care of you.
I have a always tried to do what you told me. But when you tell me to leave you when you need me, I won't do it.
If I decide to send you to your cousins, I'll send you to your cousins.
I'll come right back.
All right, all right. All right, we'll try it. Let's go home. Let them have a good feed today.
Bye, Grandfather.
Heidi, bright and shining like the sun. Heidi, full of wisdom, full of fun. Heidi makes it difficult to see if I am taking care of her or is she taking care of me. Oh, Heidi, she is worth her weight in gold. Heidi never makes me feel I'm old. Heidi, why deceive myself and say if Heidi went away I wouldn't care? For wherever there is joy and happiness to share, wherever there is Heidi, love is there.
I used to be a lonely old man, a grouchy old, grumpy old, stuffy old man.
I used to think that's how I'd always be. But then there came this precious young girl, this happy young, smiling young, lovely young girl, and she has made a wonderful change in me. At times I still am grouchy and grumpy and stuffy like before, but since she came, I know I'm never lonely anymore. For I have Heidi, she is worth her weight in gold. Heidi never makes me feel I'm old. Heidi, why deceive myself and say if Heidi went away I wouldn't care? For wherever there is joy and happiness to share, wherever there is Heidi, love is there.
Heidi, start gathering the goats.
But isn't it too early to go down?
Just do as I say, and don't pay any attention to me.
Peter, remember what Grandfather said.
What is it, Heidi?
It's Peter. He ran after the wild man and didn't come back.
Hurry to Peter's parents and tell them to round up the neighbors. Hurry. Peter! 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 Peter!
Papa! Papa!
Max! Wilhelm! Over here! Peter!
Down here, Papa! In the river!
Keep calling, Peter! Keep calling!
Down here, Papa!
It's all right, son, we're here! I'll throw a rope down to you!
I can't get out! My foot's stuck!
All right, now you hang on! Don't worry, I'm coming down! We've got to rig a rope. I've got to go down and get him. Oh, let's keep an eye on him. Hurry, hurry! Go slack! More slack! Give me more slack! Don't be afraid, Peter. I want you to get on my back. And I want you to hold on tight.
Right.
Take up a little of the rope. That's good. Here we go. Whoa. Whoa. Hey. 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 Whoa. Hang on, hang on! Be careful. Hurt his ankle. Gonna have to be carried. Hans, give me a hand. Take a saddle.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Mom.
It's only a sprained ankle.
Peter, I'm so worried.
I'll get you all wet, Mom.
It doesn't matter.
Where's Grandfather?
Oh, he was right behind us.
He's still on the mountain.
He probably took shelter from the storm.
Well, then I'm going out to get him.
Don't worry, Heidi. Your grandfather can take care of himself.
But you don't understand. I have to go out. I have to go find him.
All right. Don't worry, Heidi. We'll find him for you. We'll bring him back. Come on. We found it lying on the path, where it narrows above Luther's Gorge. We wouldn't have given up. It was just too dark to see anything. We'll go back in the daylight.
I'm going with you.
This is where we found it, Heidi.
A long walk to the village.
Little children don't have the same sense of time grown-ups do.
The child who lives in my house will set her clock by mine.
I'm ready now, Cousin Tobias.
Heidi, do you want to take that with you?
It will help me remember Grandfather until he comes home.
Wilhelm will not be coming home.
Tobias.
We've been given responsibility for the child, Mother, and it is not responsible to encourage false hopes. Now, it's time to be on our way.
Take good care of your goats and chickens.
That's Neely once in a while. She's spoiled.
It's all my fault. I hadn't have gotten lost. Heidi, I feel so bad.
Don't. It wasn't your fault.
Heidi! Come along.
Goodbye. Elizabeth, you got my letter. Only yesterday, and there wasn't enough time to write back. Oh, Heidi, I talked to my father. I had the most wonderful idea. You remember Mady Roush, my father's secretary. Hello, Miss Roush.
Heidi, you have to get on the bus.
Oh, you must be Heidi's Luzerne cousins.
Yes.
I'm Marlyn Roush, secretary to Daniel Wyler of Wyler Hotels.
Oh.
Mr. Wyler asked me to talk with you.
You want to take Heidi to Zurich? Why?
Mr. Wyler is willing to try anything to help Elizabeth. And he was hoping that with Heidi as a companion...
But she's just a child, not a nursemaid or a governess.
Since Elizabeth's mother died, she's become more and more difficult. Mr. Wyler has tried the best schools, camps, but the only time in the last 3 years that Elizabeth has really been happy was when she was here with Heidi.
Well, it does sound like a wonderful opportunity. Wealthy family, expensive school.
Advantages we certainly can't give her.
And she'd be with someone of her own age.
We want to do what's best for the child. Very well, we agree.
How many years have we attended school?
This is my 4th.
So we do read and write.
Oh, yes.
I think the wisest thing would be to enter us on our first level. Then after testing, we'll have a clearer view of our capabilities. Now, would we wait out there while Miss Roush and I have a little talk? I want to emphasize that we are only enrolling the child tentatively. And even that is an expression of our regard for Mr. Wyler.
We appreciate that.
I'm very much afraid that she's too immature for our program. But we shall see. We'll expect her tomorrow. And an extra day away won't do Elizabeth any harm. She may return with Heidi.
Welcome back, Miss Roush. Miss Elizabeth.
This is my friend Heidi Vat.
How do you do, Miss Heidi?
It's so big. My father uses it when he's not at one of his hotels.
Not designed for children, but I think you'll be comfortable.
May I have your luggage, Miss Heidi?
Oh, I can carry it.
Allow me, please. I've prepared the guest room.
Good.
No, I want Heidi to stay in my room. Please, Mady.
Oh, all right.
Come on, I'll show you. Here's my room.
Shall I unpack Miss Heidi's things?
No, I can do that.
Very well. If there's nothing else.
This is your bed. It's a beautiful room. I liked your loft better than this. And I like the Alm Hut better than this whole place. But the Alm Hut is so simple. You have everything here. Sometimes the simple things are the better things. Sometimes they're not. But I have nothing compared to you. Really? What have I got? True. I live in a mansion that looks rather grand, with butlers and chauffeurs and servants on hand. It sure is impressive, you have to agree. It may be to you like you live instead. Drink goat's milk for breakfast and eat homemade bread. Wake up with the chickens and do all the chores. But this life seems perfect. I trade it for yours. I've never seen such luxury. You're living very well. This looks like it could be another Wyler hotel. I guess that's how it looks to you, and I've no right to cry. But even in a golden cage, a bird may want to fly. And I am sad and unhappy in spite of all this. There's one thing that you have that I really miss. I can't understand what that something could be. It's someone to love me for being just me. The way your grandfather loved you. Father loves you. I'm sure he adores you. I wish it were true. I'd give all this up and be perfectly glad to live in a tent. You live in a tent. As long as it meant that I'd be with my dad.
Yes, what is it, Mady?
Oh, no problem. I just thought you'd like a report on the Heidi project.
She came with you?
Yes, and she's been accepted provisionally by the school.
Very well done, Mady. Thank you very much.
We're having dinner in. I thought it would be nice if you were here to welcome Heidi.
You know that's not possible. Look, tell Elizabeth I'll have dinner with her and Heidi one night very soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Is everything satisfactory, Miss Roche?
Excellent. Elizabeth, I thought your appetite improved when you were with Heidi.
It did.
And Heidi, you've hardly touched a thing.
This food is too fancy.
Well, this food was prepared by one of the best chefs in Switzerland.
It's not nearly as good as home-baked bread, cheese, and goat's milk. Nothing in all the world is as good as our milk.
You were gone a long time. I began to think that you weren't coming back or couldn't come back. happened to me then, huh? Why did you bring me here? Not for company. You never say a word. We can't see you. At least let me hear you. Say something! Anything! You can't know what it's like to have to lie here for days and days and not hear a word from a single human being. You should have left me where you found me!
New York, the 23rd, please. Book me on the morning flight.
Emergency?
I'm afraid so. Several, in fact. The Wyler Manhattan to start with.
When will you be back?
Leave the return open.
But Christmas.
I'm afraid I won't be able to get back in time for that.
You promised. Elizabeth is counting on having the holidays with you.
Yes, and my guests at the Wyler Manhattan are counting on having Christmas dinner. Chef Andre has turned that kitchen into a disaster area. Look, I'll do something special for Elizabeth when I get back. And after all...
Don't say it.
Well, it's true. There will be other Christmases.
But no two are the same. And you'll never have this one back again.
That man is so remarkably infuriating. That man is so consistently exasperating. So incredibly insensitive to pleasure or pain. That man has an icebox for a heart and a computer for a brain. That man, that man, that man. Who could ever love that man? His personality's excruciating. That man's perspicacity is devastating. So compulsively convinced that he is constantly right. That man can be standing in the sun and still insist that it is night. That man, that man, that man. Who could ever love that man? I've never met a man so intractable to me. We are like oil and water. He treats me like his daughter. Oh, that man. He never notices my hair or how I'm dressed. That man, he's so completely unaware and unimpressed. He's emotionally childish and romantically cool. That man may be brilliant at his job, but at romance he is a fool. That man, that man, that man. Who could ever love that man?
Oh, Mady, before you leave, would you please get me 25 copies of this? I have to have it to take with me.
All right.
Oh, and would you get me Victor in Paris, the bank in Rome, our hotel in Berlin, and Mallory in London?
In that order?
Oh, yes. And don't forget to cancel my barber's appointment on Thursday.
Anything else, Mr. Wyler?
Are you angry?
How nice of you to notice.
Women, they try to run your life in every single way. Women, they never listen to a single thing we say. It's increasingly impossible to keep them in line. Women can be standing in the rain and still insist the weather's fine. Women, 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 I could never love again. They're overwhelmingly possessive all the time. Women, they're so compulsively aggressive all the time. They expect us to be witty, wise, and wonderful, too. Women never know the price men pay for them to live the way they do. Women, women, women. I could never love again.
Yes?
I have Paris on line 2 for you.
Thank you. Victor?
Oh, that man. pack your things. You're going on a trip.
Mady, what am I doing with 3 tickets?
You're not traveling alone.
I'm not traveling alone.
The girls are meeting you at the airport.
I can't take them to New York. This is a business trip. What am I going to do with children in New York?
They're so excited.
I ought to fire you.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Wyler.
Merry Christmas.
That man, who could ever love that man? And yet if things were different, if times were different, if I were different too, perhaps he could be in love with me, for he would be different too. Could I be that girl who made his dreams come true?
Young ladies.
Yes, and do keep an eye out.
I will, sir.
Come along, girls.
Heidi. I can't believe it. They're as high as mountains. Come on.
Wyler, am I relieved to see you?
Hello, Krebs.
I've just heard from the kitchen.
I gather the situation with Chef Andre has improved.
They are worse, if that is possible.
I gotta get the girls. Tell Andre I'll see him in the kitchen in 10 minutes, please.
Yes.
Here we are, young ladies.
Our own Christmas tree.
After you girls get unpacked and look around the hotel, just don't get lost.
Maybe you should put bells on us the way we do our goats.
Your key, Mr. Wyler?
Oh, thank you, Harold.
When will we see you?
In a little while, Elizabeth. I have some important business to look after. Look, you girls may order anything you want from room service. I'll see you later.
Later. When's later? What's room service? You just pick up the phone and ask for room service. And you can order anything you want. Anything. Home-baked bread, Dobler cheese, and goat's milk. Let's try it.
Andre, comment allez-vous?
Mr. Wyler, what are you doing here?
I flew over because I'm concerned about you, my friend.
Oh, my dear friend, do not be concerned for me. Concern yourself with the primitive and incompetent who surround me. These bunglers who can't carry out the simplest of orders.
Now, Andre, you have some fine men on your staff.
If I could do it all alone, just me, Andre, then everything would be perfect.
Yes, but you can't do it all alone. That's impossible.
Depend on another person. Just one other person. You are finished. So, Andre is alone. Andre will stay alone.
Andre, perhaps you could take a few days off.
I will not live.
Just a short vacation, only a few days. Look, Andre, you could go to France. You could visit Provence. See your friend Paul Bocuse in his restaurant in Lyon.
This is my kitchen. Mine.
Andre.
I have nothing else left but this. This I will keep.
Andre.
No more!
Since we were just about so high, that this is the season to be jolly. Though we're not in Switzerland, I don't know why. We can't have snow and mistletoe and holly. This is a time to be gay, to laugh and sing and play, and bring lots of joy to everyone. But somehow today, the joy has gone away, and as for the laughter, there is none. New York is just no fun. I miss Christmas, miss the way it used to be. I miss Christmas, miss the one so close to me. Friends and neighbors gathered near, singing carols loud and clear. Lanterns glowing brightly on the wall. And best of all, there were always lovely presents just for me beneath the tree. At Christmas, childish dreams would all come true. Now at Christmas, no one here knows what to do. True, New York is wonderful, that I can't deny. But I miss Christmas. did go out, he'd never even know. Or he'd have to try to find us. Do you think he would? He always has before. Wonderful and rare tonight. Can you guess? Could it be so? Don't know why not. How do they know? Do they know what? This is Christmas. What a wonderful surprise this is. Is it not? I just can't believe my eyes. This is what? A dream come true. That's what you feel? You feel it too. It can't be real. This is Christmas. Look at all the decorations, my, what a treat. This is like a winter wonderland. Look at all the smiling faces, everyone we meet. Seems so very glad to shake your hand and share this grand occasion. I have never seen before, nor I, so much glitter, shine, and sheen before. Oh my, is it just me? It's nice to see. Or can you see? I see it too. How very great, how simply great a silly town can be. Forget the name. What do we care? It's all the same. We are there to celebrate this Christmas. Elizabeth? My mother. When she was alive. She gave Papa a new music box each Christmas. Whenever I hear a music box, I think of Christmas mornings and of Mama and how it used to be. Elizabeth. Maybe if you give him a music box. Do you think it would work?
Couldn't we let one of the other chefs take over?
If you can find a way to get Andre out of the kitchen, he has it barricaded like a fort.
It's all so unnecessary, Mr. Wyler.
Unnecessary.
If Andre were half a man, he'd either forget that silly wife or he'd go back to France and get her.
Andre is having problems with his wife.
They had a lover's quarrel right on the telephone. Wyler, Manhattan. I'll connect you.
Tell me, Miss Horowitz, did you happen to overhear anything else?
They're both hurting, but neither one of them wants to make the first move. Andre has had me place calls to her 2 and 3 times every day. Just as the connection is made, bang, he hangs up.
Miss Horowitz, do you know her telephone number?
young ladies. And where have you been all afternoon?
Mady! Miss Rouse.
Oh, out seeing New York with your father, I hope.
Well, we've been seeing New York.
But not with your father.
We haven't seen Papa since we got here.
Well, tomorrow, the three of us are going to go ice skating at Rockefeller Center. And then we're going to take a carriage ride through Central Park. And maybe visit the Statue of Liberty. But right now, I'm hungry. How about you?
If there's anything you want to know about room service, Miss Roush, we can tell you.
Hello?
I have a call for Andre Bellew from Paris, France.
Mrs. Andre Bellew.
One moment. Go ahead. Hello, Andre?
Maria, my darling, I have prayed for this to happen.
And I. Oh, my darling.
I have been a madman without you, destroying myself. Marie, my darling, come back.
Shall we wait and open the presents in the morning?
Sure. He won't be here then either. I'll get it. Mr. Wyler,
You two were probably expecting Santa Claus.
we were hoping it was you.
I'll bet you say that, too. Why, Mady, what a surprise. What are you doing here?
An emergency. The contracts on the Casablanca property came through and have to be signed immediately. I knew you'd want me to bring them.
Good thinking.
Mady bought presents for all of us, too.
Sorry, I've been so busy I haven't had a moment to go shopping.
You've already given me your present, just being here. Now we'll give you ours.
What are we waiting for?
Heidi, you go first.
Well, what do we have here?
I thought since you travel everywhere, maybe you could use it.
See?
It's a thermometer, barometer, and compass.
Thank you, Heidi. That's very thoughtful.
Here, I'll take it.
Merry Christmas, Papa.
Oh, what is this?
What's the matter? Whatever I did, I'm sorry. Please.
No, it's not. I have to make arrangements for our flight home tomorrow. You girls get a good night's rest. It's going to be a long and tiring day.
Elizabeth, I'm sorry.
Heidi, let her cry.
Why? Why can't God see what's in front of his eyes? Why can't he hear when a young girl cries? Why can't he say when a person tries to be nice and kind and good? You did the best you can't he see that? Why can't he hear that? Why can't he say that? Why? Why can't he reach out and touch each child everywhere? Why can't he know just how much we need him to care? It isn't fair. Why can't he know all the need in our hearts? Why can't he stop tearing dreams apart? Why can't he feel that it's time to start making life a joy again? There would be no need then to see children cry. Why can't he know that? Why can't he stop that? Why can't he feel that? Why?
A triumph, my dear Mr. Wyler. This evening was a total triumph for Andre. The fortunate people who dined here tonight, they will never forget. I surpassed even myself. And all thanks to you. You are so wise, so understanding.
That could be argued.
Mary and I, we know you trick us into ending our stupid quarrel. But when I hear her voice and she hears mine, the pride, the stubbornness, all gone. Instead, happiness, joy.
Congratulations, Andre.
To love.
To love.
A terrible force, eh? It is bad when you give to the other person your love and she will not take your love. Very bad. But you know, I think a man feels even worse when someone holds out to him a gift of love, and he, because he's too proud or too blind or too selfish, he rejects that tender gift. Terrible. Mr. Wyler?
Why can't I think with my heart, not my head? Why can't I face all the things I dread? Why can't I learn to accept instead of retreating to the past? Learn how to live at last and let the ghosts die. Why can't I think that? Why can't I face that? Why can't I learn that? Why can't I reach out and touch without any fear? Why can't I see just how much she's needed me near, year after year? Why can't I say that I've made a mistake Why can't I end this unhappy break? Why can't I do what I must to make this a family once again? Just as we were back then. Oh, please let me try. Why can't I say that? Why can't I end that? Why can't I do that? Why? Why? Elizabeth, thank you.
Oh, Papa. I was afraid you never wanted to see me again.
I want to see you more and more. I want to try and be a father to you again. If you let me. Merry Christmas, Elizabeth.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Heidi.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Heidi. And thank you.
I wonder if Christmas has passed. Christmas! So, you can talk? Why now, after all this time? Christmas! Peace on earth, goodwill toward men. That's the message. My mother, my father, my wife, my son, and our new baby. Together, all together for Christmas. The bombs fell, and then the fire. The fire! Oh, dear God, the fire! I lived. Only me. Why?
Oh, it's very nice, Elizabeth.
Heidi is one just like it. Now, wherever in the world we go with Papa, we can add a new charm.
Oh, just home from one trip and already planning the next one.
Do you suppose it could be hereditary?
And for summer recess, Papa said he'd take us anywhere we chose.
And we chose, let me see, Paris, Rome?
Heidi's mountain. I'm going back to my mountain. till you see inside. Nothing's changed. Come back.
Heidi, when we lose somebody we love very much, we keep that person alive in our hearts and in our minds. And there's nothing wrong with that, as long as we don't close out those who are still alive and need us.
Thank you for letting me come back here. For coming with me. We can go now.
Heidi, look.
Grandfather. Grandfather.
Heidi.
I knew we'd be together again. I knew it. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, Grandfather, I'm going to stay with you always. We'll always be together.
Child, my eyes are gone. I could no longer care for you. I'm blind.
I don't care. No matter what happens, I'll never leave you again. Never.
There are some wonderful doctors in Zurich, Heidi. Maybe they can answer that.